we spoke about accountability. The other big thing for me, remember you said expressing ourselves or talking about things in the moment. What? How did you word that? I forgot.
Just not harboring or not holding on to those feelings and just letting it out.
Okay. So one of my issues with you is you seem to never have any problems. Like,
I guess we're just saying what's in the book.
Yeah.
But next to not harboring or not holding on to these feelings was Travis, speak up.
yes. You tend to kind of just everything's go with the flow. Nothing ever bothers you. At least you don't say it. And although I feel like we balance each other, right? At times I have felt like you might be secretly holding all these grudges against me because you just never ever have anything negative to say. And I'm like, I know I'm perfect, but not that perfect. No, I'm kidding. But so I feel like this is really pushing Travis to express himself and tell me if I've annoyed him or something.
Yeah. So I don't, if you know me, I don't like conflict.
Yeah.
Not,
Most of us
any
don't.
type of conflict. I don't know, it just makes my heart hurt, literally, physically. So to me, it's just like, is it that serious? Is it that serious to start something now?
But it doesn't mean we're starting something, because that's with the assumption that in you expressing your feelings, it's going to cause a fight. I feel like in you expressing your feelings is going to clarify something and it's going to make us better. And it's going to make me a better partner to you, because I might not notice how something's impacting you because your face is like stone all the time.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to just, say a bunch of things where it's just like, I want things with substance. It's not like, oh, you didn't give me gawk gawk last night.
Oh my God. Clearly someone is.
You didn't give me gawk gawk.
No, I mean, that's a great way to lighten up the mood for him to say whatever it is joke that he said at the end of it. But the reality of it is why don't they want to see us happy? Like, how come there has to be something to solve for? Why is there a must for you to have to express something or to deep dive into something that's not even there that could possibly turn into a confrontation if you allow it for it, right? But in reality, it's like he told you who he was. It's like, I'm non-confrontational. I'm a happy person. I just always find, I'm assuming, right? I'm adding context and words into it just to try to justify it for a second. But it seems like he's the type of person that don't try to make anything more than what it is. And he makes lemonade out of lemons and he just take you for who you are. Why is that not enough? Why does there have to be a deeper meaning, or I'm stone faced, or what is it that I could do? I genuinely don't understand that. I don't understand. And it's not like she's a bad person. So let me preface this whole soliloquy that I'm giving right now by saying that I'm not criticizing her. I'm speaking to the overall mentality of how women think and why they think that we are their girlfriends. We're not their girlfriends. We are your men, your husbands, your protector, your provider, and we're very simple creatures, very simple human beings. Take us at face value. There's no reason in making this thing any more than what it is. And let me also say that I want to give credit to the content creator. So that link will be down in the description. Somebody sent me a short form of this conversation. And then I'm like, wait a minute, there got to be a longer version of this because I want to get the full context. And the full context is exactly what it was in a short form. So again, this is, I believe, a little while older, but then apparently they just created the short form version of it for it to go out for everybody else on other platforms. And again, I wanted to go and find the original so that I can have the full conversation. But in reality, again, I think that women make things more complicated than what it is. As a person that has been married for almost 21 years, my whole life philosophy when it comes to relationships is I'm going to, and this is not just in relationships when it comes to the woman that you're with. My whole philosophy when it comes to relationships is I am going to spend 98%, 99% of the time that I'm with you on things that I like about you and I'm going to spend the other 1 to 2% on maybe something that could be changed or evolved, or we can have a little bit of a conversation and so on and so forth. But life is short, and I don't have time to sit there going back and forth about trying to create a problem or trying to create a narrative about something that is not even there just to make you feel better about the relationship. It's not about that. It's about enjoying, and this is for men, it's about enjoying the relationship. I think that they are used to talking to their girlfriends, and they're always used to being in problem solver mode or nurturing role, or maybe it's, something that they're used to experiencing with their kids or something like that. But for guys, it's a very simple equation. See, do, go. See, do, go. It's not that deep. And I'm not going to create a problem out of something that's not there. I don't want to go deeper with you when it comes to sharing with you my feelings. Men have to reserve that. We have to keep some of that in. And to be honest with y'all, if you really want to know, if you knew what we really were thinking, if you knew what some of the things that was being communicated in our head and what was going through our head, it'd probably drive you crazy. You would not be able to understand even a little bit some of the things that we are dealing with on a regular basis, simply because we go out there and we battle the world, and then we try to cut that off so that we can have a conducive relationship, or we trying to have peace at home. That's the ultimate goal: get money, get peace, and get some box. That's pretty much it. Let me see if there's something else to make out of this before we go ahead and wrap this up. Seemed like it's pretty easy going
So I
back.
guess we might be able to touch on the meetings at a later time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an open book.
Yeah.
I don't want to come across as phony.
Yeah.
But I do think there's some
Meetings.
things we should probably hold close to the chest, just for sanity reasons.
Or also maybe discuss them when we've had more times to sit
Yeah, this
with
is
it.
2
Looks like they have a daughter also, so I can see that from the picture in the background.
weeks in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Later on, we'll be like, well,
On week 1, this motherfucker.
motherfucker. And now it's week 13 and he's still doing blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
So we'll get there. It's a little spicy in there. Our first meeting, I feel like I cried the whole time.
Yeah. You said that. I don't know if this makes me terrible, but I don't remember you crying that much. I'm like, oh, she's always crying.
I was gonna say I am always crying, and especially like hormones, baby. I've been crying a lot, maybe the past couple of months.
Okay, but it doesn't.
Crying?
It's not anything that
It's crying.
I guess I should notice. I was going to say it doesn't make me look at you in a negative
Something
light.
to talk about next meeting.
You don't notice my tears.
But yeah, I cried, but it was more so like happy tears, but like also feeling like, damn, you've had a lot of these goals and dreams for a few years and you've been fumbling the bag. You've been letting yourself down.
That's one of the things that I'm realizing is that these conversations aren't new. It's just now we're trying to have
find the discipline.
We're trying to have structure.
Yeah. Guys is just not women, and we don't think the same way that y'all do. The fact that she even, I mean, because like I said, he seems like a really slow motion, easygoing guy. And the fact that all of this extra motion and stuff, this is why even when you're raising children, that you need both a man and a woman to be able to balance you out. Because if you don't have that balance, if you don't have that structure, if you don't have the man that ultimately could lean into the conversation to make sure that we're not overly feminizing whatever it is issue that's associated with the children, then you are going to have a disaster of a child because they only getting it one way. Anyways, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Henley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off of life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.